to the Anti-Diet Meals Show. I'm your host, Farah Kariamburi. I am deep health practitioner, keynote speaker, and the original founder of the 30-Day Anti-Diet Challenge, the No BS Way of Professional Women Weight Loss Program. So today I am showing you how to make chickpea and potato curry, a really super simple, quick way of making a Monday night meal. Okay, this is a brand new show. And the reason I'm doing this is because so many people that go through my challenge, the biggest question is, what do I eat? What can I have? Can you give me different ideas about recipes? Can I eat this, this, and this? Can you give me ideas about vegetarian meal? Can you give me ideas about vegan meal? Some days I'm vegetarian, some days I'm vegan, other days I eat meat, I'm pescatarian, all kinds of different things. So I thought, why not bring you into my kitchen? So welcome to my kitchen. And I'm just going to go live from in here, hopefully every single day, Monday to Friday, and just show you quickly what am I making, because this is the exact time I actually make food for my family. So it's not massively different to what I do already. The only difference is I've set a camera and there's a bit of lighting here just so you can see things properly. And so if you've got any questions, I will take them towards the end. But I'm going to kind of go straight into this and show you what I'm preparing today. So today we've decided to have a chickpea and potato curry, and I'm just going to show you bits and pieces of how to increase the vegetables in your food by small little tricks and tips. And if you've got kids which are fussy eaters, there's some bits and pieces in there for them as well in terms of how to increase your vegetable intake. So without further ado, let's get right into the chickpea and potato curry. Let's go. So what have I got here? I have got some chopped onion, just the one. I do try and cook from scratch, so there's no sauces or anything that you can see. Most of my food is cooked like this. I've got tomatoes chopped up, so rather than using a tomato sauce, I've got tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. The fresher, the better for you. Then I've got 2 small potatoes chopped up. Also I've got chickpea can here, right? Oh, I've got a pepper there as well. I might add that in. Right, let's go. So we're going to cook right in front of you. This is a live show, guys, so there's no pre-prep meals, nothing. This is straight from the kitchen. Me in the kitchen. Okay, we're going to pop some. So I cook a lot with olive oil and I cook with coconut oil. And that's what I'm doing right here. So coconut oil heads. I don't know what you've heard about coconut, but if you're having a healthy, balanced diet, actually coconut oil in small amounts is pretty good for you. So regardless of what you've heard, it's all about your whole balance rather than coconut oil is not good for you, because how can you prove that? Because actually it's pretty good. It's healthy fat. So I only use a small amount. I'm talking about a teaspoon. That's all I will use. And we're cooking for a family of 4 in our house. That's all that's really required. So as soon as the coconut oil is warmed up in this wok, I do also cook all my food in the wok, as you can see. I'm going to add my onions. And one small garlic I've put in there. I do put garlic and onion in pretty much every food that I cook, because 1, for the health benefits, and 2, because it's just tasty. It makes the food tasty. Why would you not want tasty food? So if you're somebody who's a complete beginner, this is a really simple and easy way to make dishes that are not chef-style dishes, by the way. We're talking about just really simple, easy food to cook on a daily basis. Okay, I'm all about making things simple for professional women, and that's why I'm bringing this to you. So, and also people who may have families, right? We're going to add tomatoes in it now as well. There's no reason why you need to brown it. I'm a fast cook, by the way. I don't stand in the kitchen for hours. I like cooking, but not that much that I want to spend the rest of my life in the kitchen. Oops. So, to show you quickly here, got my camera behind me so I can see that. Looks beautiful, isn't it? 2 small tomatoes, 1 small onion, 1 garlic. In goes the potato as well. I did chop them small because they cook quicker if they are chopped so small. There we go. We're going to add, just give them a good mix. So they're cooking nicely now in this wok. Nothing to add yet, no water, nothing. Now I've got chickpeas that I've washed. This is a can of chickpeas, 4 seasons. You can get them from anywhere, and that's going in now. Please remember one thing. A lot of people say chickpeas are protein. They are not protein. There is some protein in it, but they are not complete protein, okay? So if you think that's your protein for today, that is not right to stop. So let's have a look at the back. You have got a 7.5 gram total protein in half a can. So the full can will have 15 grams of protein, but it's been divided by 4, so there's a small amount of protein going into your food. I washed my chickpeas first as well, and then you're just going to mix it up. Check it out. How pretty does that look? That did not take long, did it? Prep time, maybe 5 minutes to chop up the onions. If you're being really particular, if you're being really fancy, might take a bit longer. I'm not fancy. I chop them up, however, because it's all about the taste at the end of the day for me. Right, I'm going to put some salt in it. I like to use sea salt. For me, sea salt is just slightly better salt than just regular salt. And I'm going to put some paprika in it. Love paprika in literally everything. Who else likes paprika? Here we go. A generous amount, yes, as you can see. Give it a good mix. I do actually like to add lemon juice in it as well, which I'll put at the end. And then I've got curry powder here. I'm going to put some amount of curry powder in here. It's a brand new one. Pulling those faces. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of curry powder just to give it a good, nice flavor. So when people say, I don't know how to cook this, look guys, you know, you don't need to follow some really difficult recipe, because who can? You know, people really struggle with following recipes where there's like 10 different condiments alone. As soon as I open a recipe book and there's 10 different things in it, I have to put it down, because I just haven't got the patience to follow that. It's okay if you're doing it for special occasions, but I'm talking about everyday food here. So I'm just going to use things that actually work. So cumin really works. So cumin seeds really work. I think I've run out and there was none in the shop. So this is my favorite thing that I will normally use. Oh, there is a little bit left. So pop a little bit of cumin in there. Cumin, paprika, chili pepper, garlic salt. And those are the condiments that I actually have, or the spices that I actually have in my cupboard. There we go. Done, pretty much. Now, we're going to let this cook for a while by actually closing the lid on this one. While this is cooking, I'm going to prepare the rice. Now, I want to show you something about the rice, how much to have. We are already having some carbs with potatoes and chickpeas in here. So, I want to show you that amount of rice you need per person is this, 25 grams. Now, if I was to put this in my hand, this is how much rice you need. One of the reasons we actually put weight on is because we don't have control over our carbs. So we start to dish the food in a plate and we'll put lots of rice on our plate. Traditionally, you may have been brought up like that, by the way. I was brought up like that. In Pakistan, we used to have dal and rice, and most of the rice will be loads of it on a plate, your whole plate full, and then a small amount of dal on top, or small amount of chicken curry on top. So remember, if you are on a weight loss journey, it's reduce your, understand your carbohydrates. So this is white rice. My kids don't really like brown rice. We have brown rice normally, me and my husband, but I would cook white, and it's not like end of the world if you have the white rice, okay? If you're on a weight loss journey and you want to eat, and you are on a health journey, you want to eat non-processed food, whole foods, then the brown rice is definitely better for you. However, I'm using basmati rice in here, kind of fairly good. I'm quite happy with it. So we have 4 people in the house, so 1 of each scoop of this. But for my son, who's older, the older son, he plays a lot, so he needs more carbs, so he'll have more. And so that's the rice in here. This is the rice that's going to be left over, by the way, at the end of this. There'll be more left over. I'm going to wash that. I'm going to put it on the pan. So just hang in there while I actually soak my rice. And I'll come back to you in 1 second. So we want to wash the rice really, really well. Hey, guys. I can see a few of you are watching me, which is lovely. Let me know what you're having for dinner tonight. We're good to know what other people are having. So I'm just going to pop the rice. We're just making simple boiled rice. There's no... again, no fuss with that, simple boiled rice. So remember, we are having chickpeas with potatoes. You won't see me cooking a lot of carb together. I am making it today because I really fancy it. But I will balance this out with some yogurt at the end, and also make sure my carbs are lower. So my rice will be quite little, because potatoes and chickpeas are both carbs as well. So it's got quite a bit of carb in here. But you know, some days you can just get away with that. Now, how would we increase vegetables in this? I'm going to put a handful of spinach on top of this in a minute. Not right now. If I put it right now, majority of the nutrients are going to go, because it will cook out. It will just steam out the rest of it. So I'm going to leave this right to the end. This is a washed bag of spinach, which we buy every week. I'm going to put it on here and I'm going to chop it finely so that it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want lots of chunks of it coming in. You just want it to be in the background. So my kids, will not know that I'll put this in my food. The other thing I might do is to put this either in the salad. Now, the more raw vegetables you can eat, the better. Okay, so I was thinking of putting this in the chickpea curry, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually going to chop this and have it with our watercress and our rocket salad. Again, a wash bag, really easy to buy. These are just leaves. I like to not buy chopped up salad because again the nutrients are gone. But leaves you can. I take a handful for my lunch. I take a handful for my evening dinner as well. So really super easy way of getting more vegetable into your body, which is what the whole point of this cooking show really is, to show you little tips on how to get more vegetables into your daily life. So again, if you're making peppers, and most kids actually like that, if you've got fussy kids, cut them really, really small. So just make them really tiny. Excuse me. And just pop that in your salad. So I'm going to make it really small. Let's see. Like this. Really sweet. I mean, I can stand here and eat this without problem. Another little tip is when you're cooking, you just come back from maybe work or you're really hungry, start chopping up this kind of stuff for your salad and and pick on those versus opening up a bag of crisp. Okay, because if you're really, really hungry, in your mind you probably think, well, if I just have a crisp while the dinner's cooking, dinner's going to be a while. Well, not really. Dinner's not going to be a while if you're cooking like this. Just eat bits of this. I'm not actually that hungry. I'm just giving you tips. But I would eat this really easily. Very low calories, really good for weight loss, full of vitamins this is. And also I'm quite glad that I decided to keep it raw rather than actually popping it in there. But if you absolutely hate it, then this is not for you. You just pick a different vegetable. Pick cabbage, pick pea shoots, pick cucumber, anything. But the more raw, the better. Sometimes in cold weather, I understand you don't want to eat it like that, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay, let's check our curry to see how it's going. Yeah, guys, let me know in the comment below, what are you cooking tonight? Okay. Smells really good, guys. If you could smell it through the camera. Here we go. How cool is that? Did this take long? Everyone can make this, by the way. I would love it if someone can try and send me a photo afterwards to show me how you can. Now, if you really struggle with cooking, you don't know what I'm doing, and you're like, oh, I wish someone could teach me that step by step, I've actually created a program called the Nutrition Masterclass, which has 30 videos, 10 protein, 10 vegetables, talks about 10 healthy fats, 10 carbohydrates, how to pick the best carbohydrates. It talks about the portion sizes, how much to eat, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or meat eater. That masterclass is available to buy shortly. I don't think it's available today, but that's something that is going to really be helpful for you to learn how to cook if you don't know how to. It's okay not to know because it's a skill. You have to watch your parents. If you've not been able to watch your parents cook like mom, then this is how you do it. You just have to experiment like I have been doing. I've watched my mom cook. My mom cooks lovely food, by the way. My sister cooks really nice food. Both my sisters cook really nice food. And I think I do okay. People seem to like it. And yeah, so, right. We're going to prepare some salad. And we are going to pop a nice bit of this pepper that I've chopped up. Salad and vegetables must be in all the foods you're having. As a general public, we are not eating enough vegetables. We don't eat enough vegetables at all, especially the fresh ones. And with Indian households, if you come from Indian background, we do cook our vegetables to death, don't we? Like we cook it so much. And things are changing slightly, especially my clients when we speak about food. I always give them tips about how to keep the nutrients in, because the vitamins that you're getting from fruits and veg are going to if you cook it off, you're not going to get any. So you may be feeling a bit weak, you may be feeling a bit tired, you may be feeling a bit sluggish. Whatever you eat also feeds your mind. Don't forget that. Depression and gut is linked together. So think about all of those things. Think about your food quality. You may be cooking it at home, but what's left to eat? Is it always about the taste? Is it ever about nutrients? So think about if you are cooking sabji, like sabji, which is cooked really, really well. I hope I'm saying that word correctly. Then make sure that you have a nice big salad with it, like this. Now I'm going to add some cucumbers to this. Here we go. Handful of this next to your food. Nice. And then what also we're going to do is going to put some spinach now in our chickpea curry. So a handful here. I'm going to just chop this up a little bit more. Just roughly. It's not, like, remember guys, I'm not a chef. I'm a nutritionist, but not a chef. However, I can cut like this too. So I'm going to add, there we go, just a little bit on the top. Not for making it pretty, for nutrients. So, and then close the lid quickly after putting this in. Now I'm going to check how the potatoes are doing. I'm hoping the potatoes are done, or they're nearly done anyway. Did you notice I didn't actually put much water in there? The potatoes, guys, not bad. The knife went in it quite nicely, which means we are nearly done with this food. So I like the spinach to still be quite kind of firm. I don't want it wilted, meaning not too mashed up. Okay, our rice is cooking here nicely. Salad is done. So how long were we? Let's check the camera. We were on live 16 minutes now. Yes, I did prepare my vegetables beforehand, but this is all about meal prep. If you have got a plan in place, if you know on a Monday you're going to cook chickpea curry with rice, if you know on Tuesday what you're going to cook, this comes from a little bit of planning. When you come home, you can just get on with this nice and quiet. No one is, shouting at each other, who's going to cook, whose turn is it, what are we going to cook, and then you end up getting a takeaway because you can't be bothered with the whole hassle. But if you've got a little plan, stick it on the fridge, and then you know what you're actually having for that day. Roughly, we have similar foods all the time, but however, because I'm coming on the camera every day at 4:30ish to show you what I'm making, I'm going to try and vary it so that it gives you a bit of idea. But the main point of this show is to show you how you can eat to stay in shape, to stay healthy, but also eat the foods that you love. So that's really important. I can't show you cabbage soups here because I never eat them. I can't show you diet foods because I'm an anti-dietist, so I don't follow diets. This isn't a diet food. In fact, I've actually posted some fantastic photos of my 30-day anti-diet challenge that finished yesterday. And the last week of the challenge is when all of the anti-dietists post lots of photos. And I love that part because I then go in when I do my live Q&A, I go in there and I actually talk about each person's food and I give them tips to balance it because they are learning. The idea is when they leave the 30-day challenge, they know exactly what they're eating and how to balance the food. The big win is how you balance your food. And I can give you this tip right now. You're probably having too many carbs in your day. If you look at your carbohydrates, make a little note of how many carbs you've had. Fruit is a carb, by the way. Porridge is a carb, by the way. Cereals are carb. Crisps are carb. Potatoes are carb. Chickpeas are carb. Sweet potatoes are carb. Squash is a carb. Fizzy drinks all come under the carb, by the way. We are having carbs all the time. And that's the reason for more weight than for most of the time. For most of the time, people are actually having too many carbs. So my show is going to teach you how to balance the food. So any questions around that, go ahead and ask, please, guys. Then I will bring it to you, like I said. Might not bring it to you straight away, but I will bring it to you soon. But the whole point here is cooking under half an hour, 30 minutes of home-cooked fresh food. Can't beat that, guys. This isn't sold anywhere else like this, okay? I would not swap this for anything. There's nothing in the world right now that I'll buy than actually making my own food. I know what's gone in it, I know how much nutrients are in there, and I can't wait to eat it. I want to finish cooking it because I want to show you how to serve it. So what I'm going to do is actually show you anyway, just so we can do this bit. Right, so like I said, the rice is the size of your hand. That's the amount of rice you want to start eating. It's not fully cooked, but I'm going to just show you so I don't take up too much of your time. Here we go. So I'm going to plate the rice. It's on the camera now. This is the amount of rice I will have. Why? Because I already have more carbs coming in this dish. That's my portion, and I'm going to take some salad. Just for your purposes, I just need to make sure that this is cooked. There we go. What I'm also going to do is to get some plain Greek yogurt. I'm going to have that with it to bring the protein level up. So this is the portion, by the way. If you eat in this way, there's a high chance you're going to stay in shape and you're going to enjoy your food and you're going to stick to it. So if you're someone who's been takeawaying quite a lot, try and create this and see what happens. And tag me in the photo, let me know how you got on. And if you've got other ideas of how to make this nicer or better, then I'm all for that. So in a group, in the Anti-Diet Kickstarter, do put in the comments and let me know what you thought of the show, as it's a brand new show, first day today, and all the support and encouragement means everything to me. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. And thank you for being with me. Don't forget to join me tomorrow morning live at 9 o'clock, just after 9, and then 4:30 cooking the anti-diet meals with Farah. Have a nice evening. Bye for now.